2 days before the end of Black History Month, the Florida Commissioner of Education's African American History Task Force met in Tallahassee. That meeting just wrapped up hours ago.
But tonight, task force members tell 10 Investigate's Jenna Bourne they had less than a week's notice, and it was the first they'd heard from leadership in 6 months.
The task force met in this room on Florida A&M University's campus. Because of the short notice, only about half of the task force members were able to make it. The first item on the agenda after welcome and introduction, the significance of Black History Month.
I hadn't heard anything from the task force since the summer. So sort of the inside joke I have with myself is that every week I would go on the website to see if I was still on the task force, or if for whatever reason I was put off the task force.
Yeah, it just seems odd that there wouldn't be anything on the African American History Task Force's website during Black History Month. After 10 Investigates spent more than a month asking why the task force had nothing planned, members got this email last week. It said they would be meeting in less than a week's time, leaving task force members scrambling to get to Tallahassee 2 days before the end of Black History Month.
I had to do some pretty quick rearranging of my schedule.
In the past, how has the African American History Task Force handled Black History Month differently?
Oh yes, very differently, just in terms of the planning and the resources that go out to teachers for Black History Month to more effectively teach Black history, and the coordination with museums, with African American museums.
You can see the task force's website still features content about celebrating Black History Month 2023. Hi, this is Jenna Bourne. I'm an investigative reporter with 10 Tampa Bay. Over the past month, I called Task Force Chair Glenn Gilzen's office 5 times, emailed him, texted him, messaged him on Instagram and LinkedIn, and replied to this post he made on X. Nothing. You are a difficult man to get a hold of. Do you have a few minutes to talk? So we drove to Tallahassee to get answers.
It's bigger than that, right? As you heard the chancellor say, Black history is written into law, and more importantly, it's American history.
What has the task force done to acknowledge Black History Month 2024 prior to this?
Well, we had our workshop, our institute last year, which kicked off into the new fiscal year, right?
6 months ago.
Well, no, not necessarily, because,
Okay.
well, I
It
mean,
was in August, yeah.
I mean, if you want facts, you can actually get it from the department.
The Florida Department of Education hasn't responded to any of my emails or phone calls on this.
Hey, Jenna, I think if there's any additional questions, we're just going to have you reach out to my email, and we're just going to have, I know Glenn's got another meeting going on, so if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to the department.
Yeah, and I certainly have been reaching out to the department regularly, as you're well aware, and the Department of Education.
We're more than happy to answer lots of questions.
Well, not questions about whether they followed the Sunshine Law. When was this meeting publicly noticed? When was this meeting publicly noticed? We reported in April 2023 that Florida's African American History Task Force has been shrinking for years. After our investigation, the Florida Department of Education appointed 6 new members. 5 out of the 6 are active in Republican politics. 4 have previously been appointed to positions by Governor Ron DeSantis.
Just ended on a hopeful note. I'm just really hopeful. The meeting today was, very civil. I'm just hoping that we can continue and we can learn and grow together.
If you want to see more of our coverage on how the African American History Task Force has been evolving over the past year, you can find that right now in this story on our website. Reporting in Tallahassee, Jenna Bourne, 10 Investigate.